Battlefield 2042 just dropped some major news that you guys do not want to miss. What's up everyone, Wes here, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to talk about everything coming in the next update for Battlefield 2042. So all of this news and the changes that are coming to BF 2042 is all coming from the Battlefield Direct Communication Twitter account. So I'm going to go through the entire thread that talks about all of the changes coming in the next update. So according to their Twitter, they said, "We're pleased to see that the release of yesterday's update has helped to improve the smoothness of the experience on servers these past 24 hours. Here's some insight on upcoming changes that we're looking to make with our next update." Starting off, they talked about soldier revives. "We're confident that we've identified the cause of the issue that was preventing you from always getting off a revive, particularly when a player is in close proximity to a nearby geometry. A fix for this is on the way." And then we've got another update for soldier revives. "Separately, we're closing in on a possible server-side fix for players who in rare circumstances find themselves unable to respawn. If that server-side fix doesn't stick, we already have a further solution lined up for an upcoming update." Moving on to the next major update is Uav1 Interaction. "We temporarily removed this while we could evaluate the best way to keep it balanced and fun. That work is now complete and we'll be looking to re-enable this alongside the next update." Next up, we have missing loadouts, a rare issue that could sometimes cause a data call to fail. On our end, has a fix developed and is currently in the testing phase. We're keen to roll this out to you all and make sure that you don't have that frustration of needing to reconnect to a server. And now for one of the biggest ones, the LCAA Hovercraft will be re-equipped with light armor, which in turn lowers its health, and we're tuning down some of its weaponry. The MD540 Nightbird will have similar tuning done on its weaponry as well. We're keeping a close eye on early balance for future changes. And finally, they stated, "We'll keep you updated here on further fixes, changes we have coming in our next updates. It has been great welcoming you all back onto the battlefield throughout the early access launch. These changes and more are presently scheduled for a deploy at the end of next week." So there you have it, guys. All of the changes coming to Battlefield 2042's Day 10 update, which is set to officially release sometime late next week. I really hope this update is significant enough to fix all of the Day 1 issues that we've been having. After finding out they've already released the Day 1 patch for BF 2042, I don't think we're going to get any major changes coming to the game besides the one from this Day 10 update, but I think Day 25 is still going to be fixing all of the glitches, bugs in the game, and they won't even get close to being able to add new content, fix UI issues, add in new game modes, fix some of the maps, fix the balancing for the weapons, and just all of the problems that plague the game at this point. But I will say, despite all of the issues, the bad meta, the vehicles that are crazy, I am having a solid time with Battlefield 2042. I just want the best for the game because I really do think this could be one of the better Battlefield games, but only time will tell at this point, and they're running out of a lot of time. Moving on to our next bit of news. This is from Battlefield Bulletin, and they said, "Notice, EA DICE is aware of some players in rare instances finding themselves in a state where they cannot redeploy and are forced to leave the server. Our investigations so far have shown that this issue appears to be linked to the problems where IFF indicators disappear and in instances where players find themselves unable to ADS or uncrouch. And as a temporary solution, if you ever find yourself in this state, immediately press escape/start and choose redeploy. This will break the cycle and ensure that you're not forced to leave the server. We're actively working on the fix for the root cause of this issue and will keep you updated." In my gaming session last night, I definitely found myself not able to uncrouch or ADS. It was really cringy to do. Another issue that I've seen is whenever you use Sundance and you're flying with Sundance and then you land, the game completely glitches out and it still feels like you're moving, like you're gliding in the game. So it's got that really weird smoothing situation whenever you have your gun out and you're not even able to aim that high at all. So maybe this issue is also a part of the same problem, but I'm not really sure. It's really scuffy and I hope they get that fixed soon. Moving on to our next bit of news, there is a new reward available for EA Play members, and this is coming from an EA developer, and they said, "Monthly EA Play member reward now available, Fatal Friend. Just go to Specialists and then Takedowns and you will see the new takedown that is called Fatal Friend." So despite all of the missing content in the game, at least they're adding new stuff to the game for those of you that pay for EA Play. Now moving on to our next topic, the lead game designer for Battlefield 2042 responded to somebody in regards to objective opacity options in Battlefield 2042, which, if you're not aware of this issue, basically whenever you're looking at an objective and a player is right in front of that objective as well, you will not be able to see them. The icon doesn't have any opacity, making it a complete crapshoot whenever you're trying to shoot at people who are in front of an objective icon. So the user on Twitter said, "What's happened to the objective opacity option on Battlefield 2042? The objective icon is always in the way of the enemies," to which the lead game designer confirmed they are working on adding those options to the game. Next up, we have to talk about the Hovercraft, which is one of the most overpowered vehicles in the game at this point. In a Twitter thread, a user said, I knew I wasn't going crazy. Turns out you aren't missing your shots. You just can't shoot the hovercraft driver through the front glass, specifically while you are trying to shoot them straight on. You're only able to shoot the driver through outer angles. All other windows are fine. To which the lead game designer Florian said, "We found the issue. It'll be addressed in an upcoming patch." The last thing that I want to cover is the fact that Battlefield 2042 is currently the 6th most disliked games on Steam right now. The reviews for it on Steam are mostly negative, and rightfully so. I think everyone agrees at this point that this game should have probably cooked in the oven for a little bit longer. I would say if they had 5 to 6 more months, then the game would be a much better experience, because that would have given them plenty of time to fix all of the PC performance issues, optimize the game. That's a big one. The game heavily needs optimized, because at this point it's almost laughable at all of the glitches and bugs that I see in the game. Don't get me wrong, there are some funny ones, but then there's some others that like make it so I can't spawn and I have to leave the server, which are not good at all. If you look at BF4, for instance, it had so much content at launch and it was also a buggy mess. But this game is almost like no content and it feels hollow, but it is also a buggy mess. So it's like, what were they doing this entire time? I really hope that they have every season already planned out and fully developed, because at this point season 1 of Battlefield 2042 is going to release and the game is still going to be pretty broken. We know DICE has got the capability of fixing this game and optimizing it and making it one of the best running video games ever, but it's going to take quite some time. Guys, that's going to wrap it up with this video. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. Are you excited about the update coming out next week? If so, let me know what change you're most excited about. And if you're experiencing any bugs and glitches in this game that are not in the patch notes for next week, be sure to let me know what those are as well in the comment section. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel with your notifications on, and don't forget to check back tomorrow for another Battlefield 2042 video.